Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, your daily dive into all things Nintendo with two best friends. Micah, tonight let's talk about what we'd like to see as launch titles for the sequel to the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2. Are you ready to dive on in?
Yep.
Greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. Micah, the Nintendo Switch. We know it, we love it, but it eventually will be surpassed by Nintendo's next system. And the question on everyone's mind, besides what that system will be and when it will be. First off, I gotta ask, when do you think the next system's dropping? I'm still holding firm to my 2025 prediction.
It seems like there are lots of rumors for 2024, but 2025 is what feels right to me.
Yeah, nice.
But who knows? There's been so many rumors of 2024 now.
Yeah, like a nice rounded at a 5. You know what I mean? It's like perfect there on the 2025. 2024 would be good too. I'm excited to be pleasantly surprised when it does come in 2024 because I'm counting on 2025. And then we're all disappointed when it comes in 2026.
2027.
Yeah. Alongside Metroid Prime 4. But regardless of when it launches, Micah, what games should launch with the system? That's what we're here to discuss. You and I are going to be pitching games to each other and to you, listeners. Things that we think are must-have launch titles. And by launch titles, I think we're going to be kind of generous here. Not like day one, but within the first
6 months.
6 months, yeah. So like we know they're coming within that first 6 months. So that's what we're gonna look at for the launch window of the Switch 2. So Micah, I'll let you go first. What game would you like to see come as a launch title for the Switch 2?
Kind of tempted to say Metroid Prime 4, just because that way I know it won't come after the launch. 6 months of the Switch 2.
Yeah, but you and I are both firm believers that it's coming to the Switch. And it's not going to be.
It's gotta be.
It's not going to be a cross-generation game. It's going to be a Switch title. That's my belief.
I could see it being a cross-generation on both.
Have they ever done that for a Metroid game?
Nope, but they haven't done it for that many games. They have done it.
It's always Zelda.
Yeah.
I feel like Zelda gets special treatment. Not gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna, instead of choosing one of the more obvious choices, I'm gonna go with the next 2D Metroid.
It needs to launch with Metroid Dread 2. Metroid Stress. Dread, anxiety, Metroid anxiety. I think that's a good pick. It depends when it launches, because I did really like that Metroid Dread launched in October. It felt like a great spooky season game. It just felt right in that sort of darker part of the year, like the fall season. It's a good pick. My pick for a must-have launch title for the Switch 2, which it doesn't have to be a Switch 2, right? It could be anything. But my pick is
whatever the next console is.
Oh, ruin my thunder here. Animal Crossing.
Well, maybe you should have a better suggestion.
My suggestion is Animal Crossing. I'll give my reasonings here. One, New Horizons was...
Because you want another global pandemic?
No, but New Horizons was a phenomena. Like it took over the world. It entered mainstream, and uh, not a lot of games can hit that hype level, and it shows in the sales. That game is up there with Mario Kart as one of the best sellers. It for a little bit looked like it might overtake it, but Mario Kart never dies. And Animal Crossing did die, sadly and unfortunately. They just stopped supporting the game with more updates, other than like the regular seasonal stuff that comes.
They got to focus on the next one.
And that's my hope is that they are focusing up and they're going, whoa, this isn't a B tier franchise anymore. This is an S tier franchise for us. This sells systems and units of the game itself. So I am very like if they aren't doing this, they are making a mistake. If they want their system to sell well, think about it like what Tetris was for the Game Boy, right? Like if like they're kind of like interconnected. And that's kind of how New Horizons is with the Switch. So that's my pick. What's your next pick, Micah?
Multiple picks.
Yeah.
It's definitely been long enough. We need the next 3D Mario.
Yeah. That would be good, and it would coincide very nicely with Mario Odyssey, which launched pretty much within that launch window of the Switch, right? It wasn't right away, but it was pretty close. And it's a good game. You got any reasons that you want to add?
It's been long enough.
I'm just sitting here and like the camera cuts to me and I just sit here in silence waiting for you to say something. It's good.
Hey, what more do you need?
Oh, it has been long enough. What do you want to see for the next 3D Mario?
I want it to be real good.
I think let's
I want them
I
to
know
surprise me.
I know that people are a little tired of open world, but I would really like to see what Mario does with an open world because I think it could be a lot of fun. Um, they do so great with their 3D sandbox style levels that if those were interconnected, what would that look like and how would that be? I think there's some cool possibilities with that IP and that style of game. But that kind of leads to my next pick, uh, which also is Mario, and that's Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that.
Yeah,
So
we already
leave it
talked
for
about
you.
it because we were talking about Mario Kart in previous episodes. But yeah, I think Mario Kart 9 is a must-have in that first, if not in that first 6 months, in that first year, because it's a system seller. So imagine the Switch 2 launches with a new Animal Crossing game and Mario Kart. They're going to sell like crazy because those both have wide appeal. And the only people I think that doesn't appeal to in any way are kind of the more like hardcore gamer group of the like I don't know how I want to describe this here, but like, the ones that are playing for Mario and Zelda, you know, and maybe RPG players, right? But Animal Crossing and Mario Kart cover a lot of the bases for a lot of people.
It's like their most popular games of the Switch, at least.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and in addition to that, like I guess kind of, so I think that both of those appeal to wide markets and are good system sellers, and people that own a Switch that bought it for Zelda probably also have Mario Kart. People that bought a Switch to play Xenoblade probably also have Mario Kart. Maybe they also have Animal Crossing. So that's my pick. I do like this comment here from Roger in chat that says, "What if the next Mario Kart is an RPG?" Y'all ever heard of Diddy Kong Racing? That had it wasn't an RPG, but it had like a world with levels that you'd go through and their boss battles and stuff. That was a cool game. That would be fun. Um, what do you got next for a launch title, Micah? We'll do 3 apiece, I think. Right? You did 2D Metroid and what was the last one?
Don't even remember actually. Oh.
You don't even wait. What we were just talking about it. It was Mario, 3D Mario.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's why we don't remember because we were just talking about Mario.
I'm going to go off the tracks a little bit and
I
not actually say the next Golden Sun, which would be fantastic. But I'm going to say Doom.
Doom.
Gotta have that. You gotta have that more hardcore
Right.
audience.
Yeah, it's got to pair with
And
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing comes out
that's
then.
right. That's right. Yeah, that's
Can
right.
lightning strike twice?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Of course, that's like Doom 3, counting Doom 2016 as the first. Even though it's not really, but you understand what I mean.
I do. I want to look at Nintendo Switch's launch library just to kind of review. Because we had, within the launch window, we had 1-2 Switch. ARMS was pretty early on. Obviously, Breath of the Wild. There was Mario and Rabbids was pretty early on. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was pretty early on. Here's like the list from across the web. Mario Odyssey, which it wasn't a launch title, but was close. ARMS, 1-2 Switch, Fast RMX, Xenoblade 2, Super Bomberman R, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Just Dance 2017, Hollow Knight, and World of Goo. I don't know how accurate that list is, but a lot of those sound familiar. So I guess for my last pick, we have the comment here in chat again from Roger says Nintendo always saves their heavy sellers to the mid-gen dip though. Mario Kart won't be like 2+ years after the last wave. Animal Crossing won't be for another 3 years at least. You think so?
2 years after the last wave, and it comes out in 2025. That could work out.
But also, Animal Crossing's been done for a couple years. New Horizons, I mean, like they've stopped regularly updating. I am going to go with what I would like to see: Kid Icarus Uprising, a remaster of that. But what I think we'll see in that early window is a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe. And it's going to be Smash Bros. With all of the DLC fighters included and potentially some newly announced fighters. That's my pick for my third. There you go. That's what we'd like to see for the launch window. Is it reasonable to say that we'll get all of those? I don't think so.
Probably not.
I think we'll see like maybe 2 of the things that we've predicted here. I think they have. I know that like Mario Kart and Animal Crossing at the same time feels like a lot. So probably not both of those. But man, wouldn't that be awesome? So yeah, I think we'll see one of those. I think that the Metroid one just depends on the season because I do feel like they tend to release Metroid games later in the year. Didn't we get like Metroid Prime came kind of like mid-year? Wasn't that an August game?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But yeah. So I
like
think
the remake or the original.
The remake and Dread I know came in October. It's just like I feel like that's kind of where they like to put it. But maybe they'll just be like, hey, we're Nintendo. We can do what we want. Release this in whatever month we're releasing the next system. Yeah. And 3D Mario, I feel like that's got to be there. Right? Right?
Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gotta be there, you gotta be there in our comments and in our 5-star reviews. Please leave us a 5-star review on your podcast listening app of choice. And if you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, follow. We got this going every day. Micah, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitch at Micah Prime.
And you can find me gallivanting about as Andros1 on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you to everybody for your support and listening to our show. And a special thanks to our fantastic Patreon supporters. We like to give a shout out and thanks to them every episode by ending with our Patreon Pokey Rap. But before we do that, one more special shout out to our newest patron supporter, Forsaken Voyager. We appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in at that PAL tier. And let's go to the Patreon Pokey Rap to thank all the other fantastic Patreon supporters. We gotta rap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
PD Rizzo, Retro Logic Dan, Tim the Nintendo Dash Slim, Tor Spider Shan, Solo something, We Dog the Game, Little Miss 7 and Monthly Thunder.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
Kid, Fiesta, Third Strongest Mole, Adorable Will, All and Seth Sturgill, Cosmic, Purple, Yoda, That Fast John, and Mother Plays too.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more. Yeah, please to be a Patreon. No, that is your destiny.
Thank you all so much for listening, and we will talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye!